Welcome in, everyone. I'm Renee, the visionary here at the Phoenix Uprising. The universe engages with each of us in a multitude of ways, and it's no coincidence that this particular reading has crossed your path at this pivotal point in your journey. In this video, I will share with you insights that Source has provided to me for your encouragement, your support, and your highest good. It is my intention to help others like yourself unlock, strengthen, and use the innate spiritual gifts residing within each of you. Throughout this video, you will see intuitively selected images that I've chosen meant to reflect the current energy and help you tap into your own intuition. This is a general collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest for others. We each see through our own perspective lens based on our personal level of growth, our current situation, as well as our own past experiences. I am simply a vessel that's willing to pass on messages from Source and to offer wisdom that I have collected along my journey, which may be helpful to some of you. Please note that I am not a medical professional, and these readings are meant solely for your enjoyment. I'm going to start the reading by clearing the space of any residual energy. You will hear a series of 3 chimes, starting now. Next, I'm going to light my candle of intention, and if you have a candle close by, you can go ahead and light yours and set your focus for the reading. If you have any specific questions for Source, I encourage you to ask those questions now. Let's begin. I'm seeing the 6 of Pentacles. That talks about balanced generosity, giving to others with healthy boundaries in place. The 7 of Cups, that talks about a realistic assessment of the current circumstances, careful consideration of your options. 8 of Wands, that speaks on clear, direct communication, rapid change, focusing on what matters, the release of distractions. I'm hearing this is the sign you've been looking for. If you can dream it, you can do it. Follow that dream. Stand up and dead end. Super swooper and undependable. Procrastination. I feel like there's someone around you who is the procrastinator. Undependable energy, which looks like it's the opposite of your energy with the super swooper. Those are complete opposite energies. I'm seeing the house cat. The unbothered energy of the house cat. House cats don't seem to be interested in doing things unless they're benefiting in some way. Now, I have nothing against house cats, but that sort of is their energy, isn't it? They come running when they hear the can opener. Other than that, they're sort of just hanging out doing their own thing, right? Just sort of lazily laying around the house like the cat in the picture here. Not all the time, but unless it's something that they're interested in doing, they really don't expend energy on it, do they? That seems to be mirroring the procrastinator and the undependable person here. They're in house cat energy, it seems. I'm seeing the orb weaver, which is also the exact opposite energy of the house cat. Orb weavers are always working on their webs to make it more efficient at catching bugs and tidying how it looks. They're always looking for ways to improve the situations around them. I feel like you're the one in the orb weaver and the super swooper energy. Like the cat, this person puts in the absolute minimum effort, and that's only with a benefit. Because why? Because they know you're the super swooper and the orb weaver, that you're going to swoop in and take care of it if they don't. So why would they bother, right? Meanwhile, you're like the orb weaver, running yourself ragged, trying to get things done without any help. Whew. Okay. I think it's interesting that I saw the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Wands in that order, ascending order. So, balance, generosity. It's okay to give to others, but you have to do that with boundaries, because people who are in this procrastinating and undependable house cat energy, this is someone who will take advantage of that generosity if you don't have the boundaries to go with it. Seven of Cups, right, a realistic assessment of your circumstances. I think Spirit is calling you to evaluate the situation. Is it really working for you? I think that you have options, and I think that you need to give some consideration to your options. Eight of Wands, clear, direct communication, rapid change if you want it. It's fire energy. Focus on what matters and release distractions. 2 times there was the word dream. Follow that dream, and if you can dream it, you can do it. But you're distracted with doing everything else because you're not getting any help. I mean, if you're already doing things pretty much on your own, is the stress worth what this person brings to the relationship? I feel like you're stressed out. Understandably so. I keep hearing the term getting a diagnosis. Now, I did another reading on diagnosis, but this seems a little bit different to me. You might want to go check that one out, but this energy seems a little different, because getting a diagnosis, I don't feel like this is going to be the thing that's bringing you the stress. I feel like, in a way, the diagnosis would bring you a little bit of peace, because you've been frustrated from the not knowing, right? I feel like you'll be able to move forward with treatment, or even be able to reverse it completely, be it with traditional medicine or alternative medicine. Someone who shares your love of nature. Well, I don't know that that's the person that's in your energy currently. I feel like it isn't. And of course, it doesn't have to be another significant other. It could be a friend who wants to get you out into nature, because I feel like you're spending all of your time spinning in circles, trying to not only keep yourself and your home and your work situation going, but you feel you're the only one that's putting in any real effort to the situation as far as a relationship that you're in. And that gets old, doesn't it? It's stressful when you feel like you don't have a partner, even though you're supposed to. Even though this person is like masquerading as a partner, but they're not really acting like a partner, right? It's putting some stress on you. I'm hearing travel money, financial agreement. If you focus on this dream that you have, I feel like you will be signing deals and perhaps traveling to beautiful, exotic locations. Maybe that is your dream, just traveling and maybe documenting that. Maybe you're going to start a YouTube channel, or that is your dream, to start a YouTube channel documenting your travels. Maybe you could find a way to work remotely. Maybe that's one of the options that you have, or you could have, if you spent more of your energy working on your dreams. Stand up. Only you can decide what you will and will not tolerate, and for how long. For some of you, this person in this procrastination and undependable energy, this could be like a child that's still at home, or if this is a parent, I feel like you feel like the parent in the situation, not the child, because you're the one that's always swooping in with the super swooper energy, fixing things, or managing someone else's life more than you're getting to manage your own. I'm hearing cacao. Cacao is used for cardiovascular gut support. It boosts energy. Ginger, protection against coronary heart disease, anti-inflammatory properties, blood pressure support, gut health. Olive oil, source of good fats, also helps lower LDLs or bad cholesterol, anti-inflammatory properties, gut health, the cardiovascular and the gut health. And stress can cause disease, dis-ease in both of those areas. And look at this getting a diagnosis card. There's literally an EKG on there, an EKG printout. Maybe that's something you could check into, getting an EKG or a stress test. I don't normally say things like that, but I said what I said. It seems pretty apparent, doesn't it? At least to me. If it's stress related, perhaps causing some gut health problems or even some heart problems, some anxiety, perhaps it's reversible, right? An EKG could tell you that, or a stress test could tell you that. I don't think it would hurt to ask your doctor about that. Do you? Especially if it's something that's treatable by losing some of the stress in your life. Perhaps there's some of you out there that think, well, you're always telling people to basically just leave who they're with, but I don't know, maybe my collective is just in the process of cleaning their lives up, and that can include health, that can include cutting people off who are making your life harder or putting stress on you or giving you anxiety. I agree, I believe that a lot of people in my collective are leveling up, and sometimes in order to level up, you have to let things go. Not everyone can come with you when you level up, and that's unfortunate, but it's true. A time frame for some upward movement, well, it could be as soon as tomorrow, depending on what you choose, right? I'm hearing next spring. As I'm filming this, spring is just around the corner. I don't know about you guys, but I have spring fever already. I feel like a lot of us probably do. I'm ready for some sunshine, some blooming flowers. Did I say sunshine? Maybe you're ready for some sunshine too. Maybe you will be traveling to somewhere where the sun shines. Whatever this dream is for you. I think we all dream of traveling, right? Just having endless amounts of money and just being able to travel and eat and drink and be merry, right? I don't know. Maybe that's my dream. I don't know. I feel like it would really benefit you to get an EKG. And you guys know that I don't normally say that. I've worked in the medical field, but I'm not a doctor. I don't think it would do any harm to have one. And maybe if they do find something and they tell you, hey, this is literally caused from stress, maybe that will be the deciding factor on reassessment of your circumstances, right? Reassessing your surroundings. Don't let things get to DEFCON 5 before you're ready to take action. Heart problems are the silent killer for women especially. I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but I think it's worth some consideration. If this person is not ready to level up with you, or you're not leveling up because this person is distracting you, I see a hamster on a wheel, right? Just expending a lot of energy and not really getting anywhere. Okay? The orb weavers typically rebuild their webs every night. That's a lot of energy to expend, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with taking care of what you have. But if your person isn't being productive with you, they're not dependable, they procrastinate, they only do things when it benefits them in some way, is that really a partner? Is that a partner that you want moving forward? I feel like the universe is ready to give you a beautiful life. There are a lot of options that could open up to you that you cannot even see right now because you're so busy spinning in circles. It's okay to admit that the time that you've spent, I don't think it was a waste of time, because in the process you've learned a lot about yourself, right? You've learned about what you don't want, what you do want out of a relationship, and that's valuable. Moving forward, that's very valuable. I don't know that if this person started out this way. I suspect probably not. Or if this is a family member, stand up, right? There comes a time where you have to speak up for yourself. Let people know that it's not okay. And not just talk about it, but be about it. Because you can talk till you're blue in the face, but without backing it up with action, people just, like the house cat. They just lift their head and like, oh, well, she's talking about it again, but she really isn't going to do anything about it, right? Oh, they're on one of their tangents about what needs to be done, but I know if I give them enough time, they'll get over it and just swoop in and do what needs to be done, and I can go back to being the unbothered house cat, the undependable, procrastinating person in the relationship, whether that's your significant other or parent, child, whatever. Really, when you are in this super sweeper energy, you're not doing the people around you any favors. If something were to happen to you, what would happen to them? If you couldn't swoop in and take care of business, where would they be? There's nothing wrong with helping other people. There's nothing wrong with generosity at all. Whether that's money, your energy, your time, your counsel, if it's well received, right? If it's appreciated. Because if you keep giving and giving and giving, it starts to cause problems, doesn't it? Disease in the body, anxiety, hurt feelings, resentment. It affects all aspects. Mental, physical, spiritual, financial. Don't let it go. If it's bothering you to the degree that you're having physical symptoms in some way, this is the sign you've been looking for. Maybe this reading is super important for some of you. It is the sign that you needed. It's okay to stand up for yourself. It's okay to say you've had enough if you've had enough. It's okay to act on that too. Make changes. What are your options? Release some distractions. Things will change rapidly with this wand energy, the Eight of Wands. If that's what you want, things could be different as soon as tomorrow, right? I'm feeling spring, but spring's just around the corner. But it could be a lot sooner than that, if that's what you choose. I feel like the universe is calling you to start taking care of you for a change. That doesn't make you greedy or selfish. You can't keep giving and giving and giving and not pouring back into yourself or someone pouring into you. You can for a while, but it will come back to bite you. Trust and believe it, friend. Talk to your doctor about the EKG, the stress test. Know that you have options, and the universe is more than willing, in fact, calling you to stand up for yourself. Look into the cacao, the ginger, the olive oil, because all of those things have very similar health benefits that have to do with the heart, anti-inflammatory properties, and gut health. Follow your dream. If you can dream it, you can do it. The universe is telling you, whatever your dreams are, I can facilitate it, but you have to be serious. Start looking into some options, whatever those options are. Work-related, uprooting from the situation that you're in now, and moving on to something else, if that's what it takes. With the Eight of Wands, that's clear, direct communication. I feel like you've already tried that. You've already tried to have those clear and direct conversations. And you seem to be met with a very unbothered, hum-ho attitude about your concerns. Okay? I don't know, guys. I feel like the older I get, the less bullshit I'm willing to tolerate. Maybe that's just me. But I feel like there's some of you out there, you feel the same way. And if you're not there yet, I feel like you're going to get there real soon. There's beautiful energy waiting for you. But you need to address some things. If you're the orb weaver and the super sweeper, swoop in to save yourself this time, okay? If you're going to expend all this energy in always working on something like the orb weaver, do it for you, because you're going to appreciate it, aren't you? This is your sign. As always, I pray for your abundance in all good things and encourage you to take the next step of your journey with confidence and a renewed sense of hope. I like to leave you with the food for thought quote of the day. And today's quote is, "Don't waste your time, money, energy, and love on someone who is unappreciative and brings heartache into your life. Everyone may deserve love, but not everyone deserves your love." Bryant McGill. Only up from here, and together we rise.